Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And he'll just get rid of it. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again is Darnold. Thomas brings it in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
McCaffrey will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Taken in at the 22. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11. 11 MT MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. That is taken in by Hurst. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
In motion comes the tight end left. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, and it's Darnold. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 22, Darnold. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Darnold from the red zone now. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Panthers 21, Bengals 6.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Burrow on first down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Darnold trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Take it at about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11 mighty. 11.
Now it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Nixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Darnold to throw again. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So
back now in Cincinnati. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. McCaffrey running up the middle. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to make it a 2-score game. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
11 MT. 12. 11.
Burrow will throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
11 MT.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 MT. 11. A can.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
11 mighty. 12.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
11.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
12.
First down. Here's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
Here we go.
Everyone better be on the same page right now,
11,
because I think
11.
they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Thomas. Stop.
Now Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Burrow. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Burrow. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And Darnold wants to throw the football. There's Tremble, the tight end. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11 Thomas, 11 MT, take.
To throw, Burrow. Complete to Boyd. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
12.
Here's Burrow. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
12. Stop.
Here we go with Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they They send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can...
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going on their direction right now.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11 Mighty, 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11.
Now Burrow. Steps away to his left. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
12.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
So it's the Bengals who come away with a win, and the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, you really have to credit the protection he got as well. He had time to throw all game long, and he took advantage. Throwing for close to 400 yards.